Which banks are closed on Martin Luther King Jr. Day 2020? Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, Citibank. Today, January 20th, is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, which is a federal holiday celebrating Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, and it is sometimes known as Milk Day. Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929, and his birthday is celebrated on the third Monday in January. It was declared a federal holiday by President Ronald Reagan on November 2, 1983. But as it is a federal holiday, are banks closed on Milk Day 2020? Banks are often closed on federal holidays including New Year's Day, President's Day, Memorial Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Columbus Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving Day, and Christmas Day. Find out below which banks are closed on Martin Luther King Jr. Day 2020. List of banks closed on Martin Luther King Jr. Day 2020. Ally Bank, Bank of America, Bank of the West, Branch Banking and Trust Company, Capital One Bank, Chase, Chemical Bank, Citibank, Comerica Bank, Commerce Bank, Community Bank, Compass Bank, Credit One Bank, Fifth Third Bank, First Bank, First Citizens Bank, First National Bank, Frost Bank, HSBC, Huntington National Bank, Key Bank, Merrick Bank, M&T Bank, People's United Bank, PNC Bank, Regions, RBS Citizens, Santander Bank, South State Bank, SunTrust Bank, Synchrony Bank, TCF Bank, TD Bank, Umpqua Bank, Union Bank, US Bank, Webster Bank, Wells Fargo, Wood Forest Bank. The Federal Reserve System, which is the central banking system of the U.S., is closed on federal holidays. Other banks, including Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, Citibank, U.S. Bank, Capital One, PNC Bank, TD Bank, BB&T and SunTrust tend to follow the same holiday schedule as the Federal Reserve System. According to the Federal Reserve Bank's website, for holidays falling on Saturday, Federal Reserve banks and branches will be open the preceding Friday. For holidays falling on Sunday, all Federal Reserve banks and branches will be closed the following Monday. As Martin Luther King Jr. Day is always celebrated on a Monday, banks will generally be closed. Furthermore, the New York Stock Exchange will also be closed on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. However, mobile banking and ATMs will be open as usual on the federal holidays. All banks will resume regular schedules on January 21, 2020. Other federal services such as mailing services will be affected by Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The United States Postal Service will not deliver mail and post offices will be closed, as they are federal services. However, private companies, such as UPS and FedEx, will still deliver mail on Martin Luther King Jr. Day.